In a Cairo palace in the Egyptian capital today, a crisis meeting to discuss the issue of Qatar. Foreign ministers from 4 Arab countries have accused Qatar of supporting terrorism, which it denies. They've cut ties and slapped sanctions on Qatar to no avail.
We cannot have a country like Qatar that is an ally militarily and in the GCC and in the Arab League, and that hosts an airbase from which planes take off to fight ISIS and Daesh, ISIS and Al-Qaeda, and at the same time it turns a blind eye to terror financiers who operate openly in Qatar.
The Gulf state of Qatar stands accused of using its vast wealth from gas to back Islamist movements all over the Middle East and of allowing extremist preachers to broadcast on Al Jazeera. Its Arab opponents have insisted that TV network be shut down, one of 13 demands that include closing a Turkish military base on its soil and cutting back ties with Iran. Qatar has refused. On the Syrian civil war, Qatar admitted today it had made mistakes in the past over which rebel groups to support. But so too, says Qatar, have other countries in the region. Foreign Minister, thank you very much. When I met Qatar's Foreign Minister in London today, he insisted the terrorism accusation was just an excuse to rob Qatar of an independent foreign policy.
Qatar has never and will never support any terrorist movement or will never allow terrorism funds to be raised from Qatar or to be channeled through Qatar, and will take whatever measure it takes in order to get rid of them.
Qatar matters to Britain. It has huge investments in the UK economy. These include Britain's tallest building, the London Shard, a 50% stake in the Canary Wharf development, all of the luxury department store Harrods, and nearly a quarter of the supermarket group Sainsbury's. Their UK investments total around £40 billion. Then there's the US. Qatar hosts the Pentagon's largest airbase in the Middle East, a vital part of the US-led war on so-called Islamic State. Washington and Kuwait have tried in vain to mediate this dispute. Now it looks set to escalate, to the dismay of Qatar's Western allies. Frank Gardner, BBC News.